Hey traders, welcome to FSC-Capital's YouTube channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Shah Chowdhury, and before I move on to my 4 pairs that I will be paying attention to this week, I would like to ask you to head over and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget about that bell notification too. I aim to upload 2 videos per week, one being the Forex market preview and the other educational content which I hope aids you with knowledge to becoming a consistently profitable trader. I would like you to remember, please do not trade blindly. If you haven't backtested these strategies that I will be showing you today, you shouldn't be trading them. Only trade what's on your trade plan. And if you haven't got a trade plan, my advice is stop trading. Leave a comment below if you would like me to make a video on a certain topic relating to trading. This week I have Euro dollar, dollar yen, New Zealand dollar and Euro New Zealand on my radar. Let's start off with Euro dollar and I'll show you exactly what I'm looking at. Okay traders, I'm on the daily time frame here and this market is bearish. We've been making a series of lower lows, lower highs. Okay, and if you trade, I've already highlighted my support and resistance zone, resistance being the red highlighted here, and we've got the green zone which is support, my support level, and the level that I'm expecting markets to break below, close below, is the 1136 that I've got little highlighted. Is actually a support zone on a lower time frame that I'm looking at. But anyway, let's forget about this zone for now. If market decides to push up back into my resistance, and if you are a daily time frame trader and you trade advanced patterns, you do have a bearish cipher. Now normally with cipher patterns I would take conventional targets, but with this cipher, because it's not a violation of structure, I'll be taking a trend continuation trade instead of taking conventional targets for a retest of the lows here at 1136. Where your cipher completes is at the D completion. Let's draw this in and I'll show you exactly where that is. You got X to A to B, B to C, and CD completion at 1375s right here. Okay, so you've got at 1375 we've got a potential cipher setting up on the daily time frame. But if you don't trade the daily, we can drop down to the 4 hour, and I'll show you what's setting up on the 4 hour. Let me just do that quickly right now, and I'll show you exactly what opportunities you have on the 4 hour. Let's fix this up right here. Okay, on the 4 hour traders, let me take this off now. Let me take the cipher off. It'll clear the charts up a bit, give you a bit of perspective of what I'm looking at. Okay, on the 4 hour you've got another advanced pattern setting up as well. You've got a Gartley setting up. Okay, so if I take this low to B, back to, there you go, there's your cipher setting up at sorry, not cipher, your Gartley, your bearish Gartley at 1308. Let me draw that in for you. So you've got your X leg right here, X to A to B, B to C, and CD completion here at 1308. Okay, so you've got a cipher setting up on the daily, you've got a bearish Gartley setting up on the 4 hour. However, if you want to drill down further onto the 1 hour time frame, you have actually got another advanced pattern setting up on the 1 hour as well, which gives you another opportunity to short this market earlier. Let's drop down to the 60-minute time frame and I'll show you exactly where this is. Now this you have a bat setting up. If you take this as your X leg, X to A, okay, there it is, X to A. You've got a bat setting up at 1250s. Let's draw that in and I'll show you exactly where that is. So you got X to A to B, B to C, and CD completion here at 1250s. So traders, you've got 3 opportunities on this pair alone this week, depending on what time frame you trade. I've shown you a cipher on the daily, I've shown you a Gartley, bearish Gartley on the 4 hour, and now on the 1 hour I've just shown you a bearish bat. So if B gets violated, my first entry for a shorting opportunity into this market will be at 1250s. If this fails and market pushes up, I've got a Gartley setting up on the 4 hour. My second opportunity will be on the 4 hour, and last but not least will be on the daily time frame. Okay, that's it for this pair. Let's move over to dollar yen. Hey traders, I'm on the dollar yen daily time frame here. This market has been moving sideways, and whenever you get consolidation, sideways movement, we get a breed of advanced patterns. Okay, we breed advanced patterns, and that's what we've got right here. We've got a bullish cipher currently at play. Yesterday's candle here would have spiked you into the trade if you front run your orders, but the D is sitting at 110.29. Market did push back up, did not hit target ones, but we're seeing bearish movement here on today's candle. Market is starting to push back down. Now if you haven't already entered this trade, we are on the daily time frame, and if you don't trade daily, please ignore this. But if you do trade the daily and you trade the advanced pattern, then you've got a cipher at 110.29. You'll have a second opportunity to enter this trade. Okay, but personally what I'll be waiting for is, I've already highlighted the structure shelf in grey at 109.93. I'll be waiting for price to come down to me at this level, and I'll see how price action plays at this level, and if I get that bullish evidence in this zone, I'll be riding this back up to the 112.25. If I get a break below, close below this level, then I'll be looking to short this pair. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. If we do get bullish evidence in this zone, I'll be looking to ride this to the upside. But if we get a break below, close below, just like this, I'll be waiting for a retest inside this zone. Okay, a pullback before shorting this, possibly taking a trend continuation on a lower time frame, and eventually going all the way back down at 108.45, where I've got my support zone highlighted. That's it for this pair, guys. This is what I'm looking at. You've got a cipher pattern setting up at 110.29s. Personally, I'll be waiting for my FSC-T1 rules to be met, and if they are met, depending on how price action reacts to this zone, the X leg on the advanced pattern, how price action reacts here, I'll be either taking a trade to the upside, or if the market decides to break below, close below, I'll be waiting for that pullback to short this market. Okay, now let's move over to New Zealand dollar, and I'll show you exactly what I'm looking at on New Zealand dollar. Okay traders, I'm on the New Zealand dollar daily time frame here. Now if you look at this chart, the 6900's been tested on several occasions as resistance. We had our first test here. Probably if you look even further back, you'll notice that we've got a bit of resistance here. Then it came back, market pushed back up, violating structure, and we've tested this 6900s again on multiple occasions, and now we've broken towards the downside. We've violated structure looking left up here. We've violated this structure looking left, this structure looking left. However, it's interesting where market is testing at this very moment. This previous resistance, market did come down, as you can clearly see the spike getting rejected to the upside. Market came all the way down, got rejected, and pushed straight back up again. We are currently at that level at this moment in time. Okay, we are finding some sort of support at this level. If you look at my RSI, we've got bullish divergence. Markets is coming back down to retest the lows. Okay, however, what I'm looking at, I will not take a double bottom at this level. Okay, I only take double tops and double bottoms at extreme levels. I would not take it here, mainly because my V, you can clearly see this V. Okay, the V comes back into structure looking left. Okay, so I'm not looking for a double bottom here. However, I'm looking to short this pair. Okay, and we've got an opportunity. If market plays out this week and market decides to push up, there's two ways I can play this advanced pattern. You can see I'm clearly on my chart. Let me just get this in clearer for you. Here you go. Okay, you got our X leg here. We've got X to A to B, B to C, and C D completion at the 65.59s. You've got a bearish back pattern setting up at 67.59s. If market pushes straight back up, not retesting the lows right here at 65.93s, if we don't get a retest of the lows at 65.93s, okay, and market pushes back up, what I will be looking to do is use this back pattern as a trend continuation trade, and my first targets will be sitting at 65.93s, and my secondary targets I will trail all the way down to my highlighted support zone at 65.16s. Okay, however, if the market comes back down to retest the 65.93s, okay, if the market pushes down right now, I'll adjust my C leg accordingly, and then the market decides to push up, okay, I will only take conventional targets because we've already had a retest of the lows. It's as simple as that. Now, this might not even play out, guys. We've not had a violation of B, but depending on what happens over the week, or it might push over to next week, we don't know, or this might not even occur. Okay, if this doesn't happen and we get a violation to the downside, depending on where price goes, the next level I'll be looking at is highlighted in green at the 65.16, and if market pushes down here, I'll be looking for bullish evidence in this zone, and if I get this right to the bullish evidence, I'll be using my FSC-T1 strategy. If all rules are met, I'll be taking a long position from this zone right here. Okay, and that's what I'm looking at New Zealand dollar. Let's move over to my last pair, is Euro New Zealand. Last pair, traders, Euro New Zealand daily time frame. We've got a lot of advanced patterns setting up this week. We've got a bearish cipher near to complete on the daily time frame. So if you're a daily time frame trader and you trade advanced patterns, you've got a bearish cipher at 70.32s. However, personally, I'll be waiting for price action to push slightly higher into my resistance zone, purely because I want to reduce risk. Be cautious on this. Cipher patterns tend to give you an inverse risk reward. They are highly profitable depending on what pair you trade, so please back test ciphers if you're going to trade the cipher pattern. Stop goes above X. Now your stop loss is going to be humongous if you decide to enter at the 70.32s at the decompletion here. But personally, I'll be waiting price action to push a bit higher into my resistance zone, where I'll reduce my risk and I'll be shorting this pair. However, on the 4 hour, let's drop down to the 4 hour time frame. Before this even happens, what I'm looking at on the 4 hour is some sort of bearish evidence highlighted in this previous resistance zone. We've not had a violation to the upside. Okay, so we've not had a break above, close above just yet. If we do get that break above, close above, I'll be waiting for that cipher on the daily time frame and for price action to push a bit higher into my resistance zone. However, we've already got bearish divergence on my RSI. Okay, and I'll be waiting for my FSC-T1 rules to be met in this zone, and if all my rules are met, I'll be shorting this pair to a 1-to-1 risk reward, my stops being above the previous highs looking left, and my secondary targets will be sitting at 67.06. so those are the two things that I'm looking at. If we get a violation, okay, and we get a close above this level looking left, then I'll be waiting for that cipher on the daily time frame. However, if I on the 4-hour time frame, if I get all my rules met here at this level for my FSC-T1 and I get some sort of bearish evidence, okay, I've already got my RSI, I got bearish divergence on the RSI, looking for some sort of bearish evidence at this level. If all my rules are met, again according to my trade plan, I will short this pair for a 1-to-1 risk reward, my secondary targets again at the 67.06. Okay traders, that's it from me. Hope you enjoyed the analysis, and if you did, please hit that like button, and until next time, stay safe and wish you a prosperous week in the markets.